Hey guys, it's Patty, Cook Cut and Grate. It is Tuesday, May 12th. Oh wait, let me verify the date here, people. Yep, May the 12th, 2026. I didn't get you a video yesterday and I said I would, but my mind has fixated on something here in the studio and I'm getting ready to execute it. I figured I'd show you what I'm starting with and then I'll come back and wrap up when I hopefully have it done. Let me flip you around. So I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been working on organizing and cleaning up. That's close. Not quite there, but it's close. But I have a lot of stuff that's been going on. So the goal today is get all of this out of here. Get the rest of the staircase down. So that means all of that stuff has to come off and I have to put it somewhere. So it's going to wind up getting stacked on the floor behind me. But here's what I'm going to be doing. This cabinet, this 8-foot long cabinet that started over there on that end, I'm actually going to be, this is going to be a lot of work today. Unloading everything from this cabinet, all from the bottom and for the top. And I'm actually going to take the cabinet, stand it up on its end right here. So it becomes a floor to ceiling cabinet. And it's going to be about 2 inches taller than the side wall. So I won't be able to put it all the way up against the wall. But I am okay with that. And that's going to create vertical storage for me. So most of what is in here will go back into it just standing up instead of laying down. All of that stuff still has to go somewhere. But, you know, I told you guys I'd went ahead and bought another purple tool chest rolling cabinet to match the first one. Because Amazon sells them now. Well, excuse the mess out here. But FedEx just delivered me 2 more. Am I obsessed toolboxes? I might have a problem. But I have specific uses for those 2 toolboxes in mind to make everything a little bit easier around here. Because I do believe that the goal is going to be everything is in rolling boxes or on rolling tables or what have you. It makes it a lot easier. You've seen how much I changed my mind. You know, nesting, as some people like to call it. So, that's the goal today. I'm going to let you guys go for the moment. And we will check in when I'm about halfway done. I will do a brief check-in after all this is done. After all the staircase and everything is down. Once I get this down, I'll check it back in with you. Because the cabinet, all of that has to come off and go over here. What have I got myself into? I'll check back in a little while, guys. Alright, I'm back. Brief update. I'm a little sidetracked for the moment. Something happened really quickly in the space of like 25 minutes for us. And so I have to take a break and get back to what I'm doing in the studio this evening because this is what we're doing all of a sudden. We've got a company here all of a sudden that is putting asphalt on our drives for us. This was not something that we were anticipating happening today, but it is. So there's that. You gotta roll with it. But I'm gonna see if we've got any other vehicles that need to be moved because we have several. The husband's a mechanic, what can I say? But guys, I'll get back into the studio as soon as I can and update you later. Bye. All right, I'm back with you. So I got the stairs and the cabinet underneath it. I gotta clean up the screws and stuff because I just let them hit the floor. I'm gonna flip you around real quick. But there we go. So it's out of here. Now there's paint on the wall from where I was painting the underside of the stairs, but that's going to be covered up when I put the cabinet in place. But yeah, so now I got to get all of that stuff, take it off the cabinet, put it on the floor so I can put the cabinet up into place. And yes, the chaos outside my house is still continuing. All right, guys, we're going to throw a quick update in there. It's Thursday, May 14th, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Whew, talk about getting sidetracked in a hurry. I'm still working here. I'm doing stuff inside. Wow. But I don't have my lights on right now, so you're going to kind of get stuck with just kind of seeing what you can see at the moment. But I wanted to give you a quick update. I got my 2 new toolboxes put in here. Haven't filled them or anything yet. But I did get the cabinet moved from horizontal to vertical. I had to get my son to come out here and help me yesterday. Basically, that's what I accomplished yesterday, but let me show you real quick. And I'm going to cut this in with all the others that I've been doing. But let me flip you around. And yeah, I know there's no lights on right now. So all 4 of my purple toolboxes are now going to be against my end wall under my sign. The original purple toolbox with the paints, I'm actually going to take the metal pegboard off of it. The 4 metal pegboards are going to go over here somewhere. This is my scrapbooking paper shelf, which currently covered because of sun. But right now, what I did, the white toolbox that gets the wall is now over here, tucked in behind stuff here. And I've got the 2 tall white shelves over here right now, but a lot of this stuff is going to go through. They're going to shift. The cabinet that used to be down here against this wall has been lifted. There she is right there. The sun came and helped me put it in place because it is heavy. It's made out of birch plywood. It's 8 feet long and just under 40 inches tall. And each cabinet's right at 36 inches wide, but it's heavy. So it's up in place, but the metal pegboards off the back of my purple shelves, I just tried it. They're going to go in here. This one's going to shift up to that one, and I'm going to have 2 more here. I haven't used pegboard in a while, but I am going to now. I'm going to like this, I think, a lot better because I will be able to... I have acrylic shelving. Let me flip you around and show you my acrylic shelving. I have acrylic shelving. Not going to be able to see it really well. But there, above my windows, that's acrylic shelves. And I have some that are very skinny. But they will sit up underneath the sign and also all along this wall to display paintings, tiles, that kind of stuff that I do. And I'll switch it out eventually, over time and everything. That's where a lot of my displays are going to go. But there's the chaos of my main working area. If you remember, the tall silver shelves that were here originally, they're out of the building now. They're going to be repurposed to somewhere else because they take up more room than providing useful storage. So, and I do have the 2 black carts there. Now, I still have the blue 5-drawer toolbox over there. I do believe, though, that the 3 black toolboxes here are going to go underneath. Try not to get you sick here. Underneath the front windows here. Because there used to be a small little 2-person table here. I've taken it out, relocated it somewhere else. But I think I'm going to do that. I did take the handles off of the end of the cart so they could sit by side. Because they move very, very easily. But so far, that's where I'm at. I'm going to work on, I've got to go handle stuff inside. Flip you guys around. I've got to handle some stuff inside, but the goal tonight is, and see, I had this almost cleaned off, and look at it. It's wow, But anyways, I digress. But I think right now what I'm going to work on is getting the table over here cleaned off, even if it's just shoving it under this table for now. Because I'm going to go ahead and I really think I want to move those black toolboxes over here. And that way they can be facing out. And then I'm just going to use the underside of that table for now for storage. So I can try to clean this up a little bit. The tall cabinet that we stood up, I've kind of got it how I want at the moment. But I'm constantly purging, but I have a lot of stuff. Oh, one good thing about it, when I was shifting the cabinets and stuff, when I took down the original staircase I built, it had a landing here on the bottom that had a bunch of the flooring on it. Well, I happened to find 4 pieces of the flooring. So that should give me enough to at least finish up above the split unit. And maybe start another row up here on the side. I'm not sure. But I'm going to have to figure that out. I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a piece, try to find something that's close. What has not been done on the loft, because I have not done any of the wall or the roof on the loft. I think I'm actually going to make it a different color so there's a visual separation between the 2 spaces. But who knows? It's, time will tell. And if you've been following me, you know that on the drop of a dime, I can turn around and start going the other direction with something. But so far, I'm happy with the way this looks. This is going to function for me better. And also, I can use, if I have someone come over, I've got my 4-foot craft tables I could set up. Or I have a big 60-inch round table. that I could set up here. And, you know, when I'm doing photos, I will probably be setting that up. But guys, I'll come back and give you another update later on this evening to show you how far I've gone. Tomorrow, Friday, crockpot lasagna. I went and picked up all the ingredients that I needed today. I'm looking forward to that tomorrow because I can eat off of it for the whole weekend. And I think, for the moment, the chaos has calmed down outside in front of my house. And I don't think we have any other spur-of-the-moment decisions we're making in regard to the outside of the house. At least I hope not. Because that definitely derailed me for 2 days, but it looks good out there. But guys, I'm going to go. I'll check back in with you later. And catch you in a little while. Alright guys. There's the 3 black ones against the front wall. I still have to take the handle off of this one. I know you can't see because my lights are still not on. But went in and took the 5 minutes to get that done. Boy, I've got a lot of work to do. I'll check back with you in a little while. Alright guys, dropping back in. Time has definitely gotten away from me today. It's almost 8 o'clock at night. You know, and here in the Piedmont, North Carolina, it feels like a polar vortex is flowing in because it is cold. The wind direction, you know how in Castaway, when the wind changes and the flag flies the other way, that's what it felt like here about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. And I want to tell you one thing, our temperature is dropping like that. We're supposed to go into the 40s tonight, low 40s. Come on, and then in the 80s tomorrow. Sheesh, bipolar weather we're having down here. It's ridiculous. But I wanted to come back real quick and show you what I accomplished. And because tomorrow is going to be an inside studio day inside the house. I'm going to be doing the lasagna video for you guys tomorrow, dropping that out to you tomorrow afternoon. And then I have some more equipment coming in tomorrow. Looking forward to that. That's going to be a fun unboxing because I will unbox that with you guys. But let me flip you around, show you real quick what I've got. So I got, yes, I know, my lights are not on. My 3 black toolboxes over here under the window. So perfect height for under the window. This is my scrapbooking paper shelf. When I do the big reveal, I'll show everything to you when it's finally finished. My 4 purple toolboxes. My 2 white carts, and of course the Harbor Freight. Yeah, the Harbor Freight toolbox. If you know that story, you know. Yeah, never again, but that's okay. I digress. And I went ahead, the 2 tables that were in here, I got them cleared off and moved to another building because I realized they were like a crutch, so I wasn't having to deal with this stuff. So I got them out, started putting things away. So I've got some piles here that I have to deal with, but it will get there. The foam goes into a different building. Those are 15-ounce mugs. There's 24 of them in there. Those mugs are already spoken for. That's an order I need to put together this weekend or the very first part of next week. Here in these 2 containers, we have napkins. Yeah. Thanks, Melissa. Yeah, can't wait to play with those. But yeah, I have, and this container here and the foams, that's all packing material for shipping. That has to go up into the loft. That won't happen for a day or 2, but I have lots and lots of work to do, but I just wanted to come through here. Know that I did make some progress, and of course, I'm sitting on my ladder that goes up to my loft. The loft, well, it has lofty aspirations of being clean. No, but not yet. I'm not quite there. I have been moving some stuff out of there, you know, the shuffle of stuff. As they say, the craft-a-lanch. Well, there's plenty of it here. I've got foam that needs to go out to a different building. But this, I've got canvases up here, miscellaneous stuff. And in behind here is scrapbooks. So I could start, when I start back to scrapbooking my photos, I have the scrapbooks already. And I have a lot of work. And of course, the main work area back there behind me. As you see, there's still a lot to do. Oh, boy, is there a lot to do. But tomorrow, look for about, probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock. The crockpot lasagna recipe will be out there. It's an easy recipe, and it takes between 3 and 4 hours to cook, but it's so worth it. If you're someone or know someone that has an aversion to cottage cheese in their lasagna, this recipe is perfect for them because it does not have cottage cheese in it. Nope, there's a substitute for that cottage cheese, and it's pretty darn good if I tell myself that. But guys, I will check in with you tomorrow with the crockpot lasagna recipe. And I'm going to continue with my madness and chaos, such as it is. Remember, as I always say, love yourself, believe in others, and inspire those around you. Catch you guys next time. Bye.